All right. My next speaker has been here, I think, 4 times on stage. I can't seem to get rid of her. Fortunately, I love her so much. She's a dear friend. And she is not only a Nikon ambassador, she started the Redefine show. She's got the list of things that she's done over the years. Co-founder of Lush Albums and Beautiful Together, one of her newest projects. She is the mother of 4 children, 3 of which are on this side of the planet. 3 dogs, I think I got that right. 2 husbands, no wait, it was 1 husband who she finds very, very hot. And I'd like to welcome to the stage Tamara Lackey.
You did see him, right? He is hot. I've done it 4 times. I just start, right? I am the co-founder and president of Beautiful Together, a 501c3 in support of children waiting for families. When my husband and I co-founded this organization, we had no freaking clue how to get started and what it meant to run a nonprofit. We just wanted to better direct our energy, our love, and our care into supporting those children waiting for families, living in orphanages and foster care, and even on the street. So we started out, our very first project was renovating 2 bathrooms in an orphanage in Ethiopia. We'd actually been in the orphanage, we used the bathrooms, they were really in disrepair. They certainly didn't offer these children the dignity they deserved. So we took photographs, we put them online, we shared a story, and we raised all the funding we needed to hire a crew in Ethiopia, renovate the bathrooms, take out a barrel of water that they would just plunge their hands in and put in sinks. And our first project was done and dusted, which was an amazing feeling. Thank you. While in Ethiopia, we also ran a campaign to just be able to go out and buy supplies, go to the market, go to stalls, go to that upper left-hand picture. That's the Ethiopian Costco. It was so cool. And so we brought all these supplies to homes, to orphanages, and group areas. Then, while living in the orphanage for a couple weeks, not literally, but mostly, we saw how austere it was. And I took my camera and photographed all 65 children, trying to figure out how on earth that I was going to get these printed in Addis Ababa. I didn't know. Figured it out, hung the images everywhere. Surprisingly to me, all these children came out to watch. It was the best gallery opening ever. It was so cool. I absolutely loved it. And while there in the orphanage, we were outside playing with the kids, and we noticed what the condition of these fencing was. They would run through the little hole in the fencing after the ball, and this is an inner city orphanage. They'd run out where the streets are and the street dogs were. So we filmed a quick video, showed everybody what was going on, asked them to support this project. We got funding within 36 hours, got a crew back in on the ground. They started working right away, and the project was done before we left the city, which was the coolest thing. These are all the coolest things. This is why I'm doing it. I love it. We also started partnering with other organizations. One morning at 4 a.m., I went out with Make Your Mark, an organization in Ethiopia, to see these children living on the street, completely homeless orphans. And we learned that to be able to transition them off the street and get them into homes and go to school would require support. So we created a fund for this. These are the same 2 boys I met that one day, and 9 months later, this picture was just like a week and a half old, going to school for the first time. Really just crazy. While working with the children, helping them do their homework, just volunteering in the orphanage, we saw that you could barely see the chalkboard when you're in the classroom. So we also created a project, put out a video for solar panels across the project so they could see in there, and we got that funding as well. Kora is a village in Ethiopia that we visited that is built around this trash dump. That's where they eat. That's where they scrap for plastics. And we partnered with a ministry in Kora to be able to feed these children who can't depend on regular meals. And while there, our whole goal was to be able to grow the program so those children who couldn't get in to be fed could be fed. When we went back to Ethiopia just a few weeks ago, we realized that that trash dump was shut down. They had an urgent need to quickly build, not only expand the feeding center, but quickly build a kitchen. And so we walked around, filmed a video, showed the new space where we'd build a kitchen, shared that online, the story online. We not only got the funding we needed, we got about almost triple at this point of the funding we needed, which meant we could immediately go out and buy appliances, a refrigerator, stove, water filter, the works, bring it in, set it all up. and then also be able to build a business in the feeding center for local villagers who immediately needed work. We went into a home, this woman, this little plastic tarp home. She showed us exactly how she lived, and we started the grounds to build a bakery so they could quickly have a business and also eat. And we were able to get that started right away. As you can see, this is literally happening right now. These pictures are very recently. I've been getting some all week while I've been here, laying the ground, tearing down walls, setting up this bakery so they can not only eat but also fund their families and provide more places for other people to come and get food. Since we started this, we have launched 6 projects, most of which are finished, and 3 funds that are constant support to these efforts that we care so much about. Lastly, these are my 4 children, 3 of whom are home right now, 1 who is still in Ethiopia, as we've been trying for a year and a half so hard to bring him home. And I don't know so many things, but I do know that it helps to get started, even if you don't know what the next step is. It matters to try, and we're all truly more beautiful together. Thank you.